guys. How's it going?
Welcome, dreamers. Woohoo!
Right.
Good to see you guys back again.
That's right. How was your guys' week?
Comment below. I'd like to hear about it.
Yeah. Ours is pretty fun. Pretty exciting here. You know, had a lot of rain.
Mm-hmm.
Things went pretty good.
It's been chilly here too.
Yeah, no doubt.
Really cold.
I'm surprised it didn't snow yet down here.
Oh, no.
It's been snowing north of I-30 here in Arkansas.
Yeah, for sure.
So, all right.
Cool.
So let's
recap from last time.
Right, so
would be good.
Remember, we're talking about power couples.
Right.
So, power couples, what do? We celebrate each other. We don't crack under social pressure. Your friends and family root for you because you know where you come from and look at where you're at now. You both are relationship gurus because you've been through the mill, right? I mean, we've been through stuff. You both are adept in handling the tough times because you've been through tough times, so you understand how to get through the tough times.
Right.
You both are planners. Yeah, for the most part, we plan out pretty good thing, right? You both are not jealous. It's hard to get jealous when you're always with each other and you're always doing things. You always communicate.
Right. Key. For sure. Hey, Meredith, how are you? Good to see you.
Let's see here. You have strong emotional connections. That's for sure. You set some pretty good goals with each other. You can laugh and joke around with each other. And then now we're back on our subjects. So we're on our last 5 subjects here, or points, I should say, not subject, because our subject is power couples. So last points. So on this one's today, we're going to talk about you feel lucky to have them in your life. So think about that for a second. Why do you feel lucky to have them in your life? What do you think? Because you see the benefit of having each other in your life, and you're like, wow, where was it this? Why is this here now? Why couldn't I have this before? Right?
Well, yeah. I guess for me, it's not lucky, though. I just feel blessed and so grateful because I have somebody that actually, truly loves and cares for me the way that I should be loved and cared for.
Right. See? That's what I'm saying. Same thing, different ways. So, the bulletin point, I remember I got most of this off the internet. So, it's my thoughts, but it's somebody else's work. So I'm not saying it's mine. So I got to say that because I don't want copyright infringement issues.
Blah, blah, blah.
Right? All right. So it's normal to feel close to your partner when you first start dating, but you shouldn't feel this way all the time. If you feel like you're walking on cloud when you're with them, then you found a keeper. That's not saying right. Wait, the word is weird.
Maybe I will repeat again. Where?
Okay, it's normal to feel close to your partner when you first start dating, but you shouldn't feel this way all the time. I don't know about that. I don't agree with that. So if you feel like you're walking on cloud when you're with them, then you found a keeper. So there's a sentence in there that's not right.
Well, yeah.
But like I said, this ain't my stuff. But you really should.
But see, that's what some things are being said out there is what I think is what you think. But you should be close to your partner.
Right.
I mean, really?
Well, it's not about being close. It's about being lucky to be with them. You know, like when you first dating, you want that intimacy. You feel like, oh, I got to be with you all the time. I got to call you. You're constantly doing something with each other, always. Well, for some couples, they fall out of that. And they think, well, that's normal. Well, that's maybe the norm for society, but it's not normal.
Not if you're going to be in a godly relationship where you have a God-centered type relationship. You should be close and always, feel. Well, here's the thing. It shouldn't be that the relationship shouldn't be like, okay, where are you? Blah, blah, blah. What are you doing?
Right.
I'm going to track you. No, it shouldn't be that. You should have trust. But we talked about that earlier in the power couple, that you trust each other proficiently,
Right.
So if you trust the person, you shouldn't have to be looking every 10 seconds. Where are they?
Right.
You know, you should be able to trust them.
This isn't talking about that. This is talking about that heart flutter every time you see them.
Yeah, but if that's not happening every day, there's something freaking wrong.
But some people can't, so you have to work that a little bit. So you always have to give it right. You have to give that experience.
See, that's why we're talking. That's why we have this. You guys pop in the comments. What's your thoughts on this?
Right? Because like there's a lot of times like Kat will text me and say, "Hey, what's up?" or "Good morning." Do simple stuff, and I go, "Hey, baby, I love you too." Or actually, baby, I say, "Hey, sexy."
Right.
But and then there's other times I'll do the same to her. Say, "Hey, I'm thinking about you, and I can't wait to get home and hold you." So I come home and guess what? I hold, right? Gotta love that. And sometimes I'll bring flowers. Sometimes I'll bring a card. Sometimes I don't do it all the time because I like to keep that spice there, right?
Right.
All right. So, any more information on that? Right down below. So, okay, let's go to the next one. So, you have a great sense of style.
What does that mean?
Let's see what this says, right? It's important to feel beautiful and confident with your partner. You should be proud of how you look when you're with them, and you should embrace your own style and fashion sense. Wearing complimentary outfits for date night is a great way to do this. Your partner should also have a great sense of style that makes you feel good about yourself when you spend time with them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
But what's the thing that attracted you together, right?
The way they looked.
Right. When you first meet, it's not about my deep love for you. It's about attraction.
That's the initial.
Right.
So you want to keep that initial going. That's what keeps the
right. And here's I think what happens a lot of times. Guys go like, "Well, I got the girl. I don't have to. I just do whatever. I don't have to take care of myself. I don't do this. I just But in reality, you do need to take care of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Same with women.
Right.
I mean, granted, we're not the young pup no more.
Right.
But at the same time, we take care of ourselves for the most part.
Right. Yeah. Well, and I don't wear makeup every day.
Right. Because, for one, I like makeup when it's needed or when it's necessary for going someplace. But I like to all natural. This is me personally.
I like to wear makeup, but I mean, I don't like to just put it on all the time if I'm just at the house. I mean, I will sometimes. I mean, guys, check out my lives and stuff like that. You'll see me have some makeup on sometimes, but I don't always have makeup. I'm real. This is me. This is who I am. You don't like it, keep on the scrolling. Right. You know what I mean? So, but I like to wear makeup because I like to feel good. I like to feel good too. And when I feel good, what happens?
I feel good. Right?
Yeah. When I feel confident in myself and who I am, and I'm going, "Oh, I'm looking really pretty today." What do you think is going to happen to your partner, right?
Like, hey, baby, let's do the vertical bumbo.
Oh my God! Here we go.
Right? Come on now. It's not all about the sex, right? No,
it's not always.
No, it's all about being together and helping each other.
Mm-hmm.
Sex is just a side benefit. All right, let's go on. So this kind of relates to the last one.
Yeah,
really.
It kind of flows in.
Yeah.
It flows in. Yeah.
So you're comfortable and happy within your own skin.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely. So being comfortable with who you are is one of the most important parts of having a healthy relationship. Because to have a healthy relationship, you have to be what? Healthy inside yourself before you can bring it out. Yeah. So you have to understand yourself and understand who you are. Then you can bring it out. Then you can have a nice relationship and go from there.
Right.
Let's see. You should be able to show your partner who you really are without any shame or embarrassment. And they should be able to accept you for who you are. They should encourage you to be the best version of yourself possible. Right. So if you have scars, you have something wrong, I guarantee most guys, we don't care. We really don't care. But we care about what's in the heart and what's in the head. Like me, I love to have a great conversation. And who you are personally. The body is just as, how do you want to say it?
Side.
Is an
additional.
Yeah, but it's a benefit, side benefit, really. That's kind of how I look at it. I don't care if you're overweight. I don't care if you're skinny as a bone. It's who you are personally and how is your heart. Where's your heart? Most guys are that way. And so we don't care if you have a scar on your face, burnt arm, missing an arm, whatever. It's who you are. That's important.
It's whatever attracted you to them in the first place.
Right. And so, and the only opinion that really matters is your own opinion and your spouse's opinion. Everybody else's, don't care. Don't care.
Well, they don't pay your bills.
Right? They don't pay your bills. They don't take care of you. They don't spend the time with you.
Right.
So
Right.
they don't sign your paycheck.
Nope.
So out the door they go.
Right.
All right. So number 14, they're loyal to you. A true power couple is loyal and supportive of each other. You should always feel safe and secure in your relationship, knowing that you have someone there to support you through the good and the bad times. Loyalty and support are essential to any strong relationship, so make sure that you and your partner are always there for each other. Totally. We've been talking about that, through all these.
Right. It's the loyalty. Yeah.
Yeah. And you should be able to go someplace, do whatever you need to do, and don't worry, and not have to worry about your partner doing anything, because you know where you're at. Because if you look at it, communication, right?
Mm-hmm.
I do a lot of construction jobs, and I do a lot of different things. And when I go someplace, I say, "Hey, I'm going over here. This is what I'm doing. This is about how long I should be. I should be back around this time. And if not, I'll call." And I do. I say, "Hey, I'm headed out now. I'm headed home. I'll be home half an hour, 45 minutes." So there's no real thing saying I'm messing around or she's messing around. It's
right.
The loyalty is there because the communication is there to make sure that we are happy together.
Right. And that kind of ties into the last one too.
Yep.
Because, go ahead, ties into that very well. So those kind of two kind of blend together really well.
Yep. So they treat you with respect. That's a huge one.
The respect, yeah, for
right?
sure.
Because we'll think about this. She's not lower. She's not higher. She is right here next to me because that's what God made us. We are together as a couple. We fit each other like a glove.
Mm-hmm. Complement each other in things too.
Right.
Yeah.
So respect is one of the most basic and important elements of any healthy relationship. Your partner should treat others, including you, with respect and dignity at all times. You and your partner should always be kind and courteous to each other and treat each other as equals rather than treating one another like servants or subordinates. This is the cornerstone of a healthy relationship. Now,
Right.
Don't get me wrong. That's what it should be. But there are couples out there that have a power divide. But that was brought on however from either from the girl's point of view or the guy's point of view of how it works for them because they have issues. If you have issues, you need to work through the issues and find out. So you should be building each other up into equals.
Mm-hmm.
And if you still want to do subordinates and masters and whatevers, you still can, but it's on an equal type ground with have that interlaced in there. Mm-hmm. So you're not getting beat on, you're not getting trumped on, you're not getting cursed on. It's a mutual understanding of where you're at mentally and where they're at, and you're working together because that's what you want, not because you have to. So you see the difference?
Yeah, so like when you're talking about the loyalty and stuff like that, classic example is because I do what I do on social media and I work. So there are guys that I usually don't friend them, but this seems like it was going toward because they wanted to join in on this group as well. But it's a man. So he messaged me. Well, in protecting my marriage, I stated that, I am married to my soulmate happily, and he knows about this conversation. And you protect yourself. And I flipped it right into business immediately. So this is my spouse. I'm married. He knows about this conversation. And do you know about this? And
he ignored all that.
And I showed him the conversation. I told him
Yeah.
that I have us in this conversation and he is in this conversation. So that's how we handle that. We protect at all costs. He knows about any conversation that I'm doing towards business. So, because I'm going to, I have, have guys on my team, but
Oh, yeah.
I'm doing this as a team with him. So we protect each other. That's just an example of how you can protect yourself. My spouse knows about this conversation, and he does. So,
Yep.
And that's being loyal and respectful of him,
Right.
and protecting myself, because I don't do that.
Another way to look at that is the man is kind of like the head of the house, and when a woman or a child steps out and does something that's not letting the man understand or know what's going on, you're stepping off from underneath his umbrella,
Protection.
under his protection.
Mm-hmm.
So that creates an issue. That creates a rift. So in power couples, you don't ever have a rift because you always have the communication. You always have what's going
Mm-hmm.
on. So there is no chance of anything.
Right.
So on that note, let's kind of wrap up here a little bit.
Right.
It's kind of looks like a short night tonight,
Right.
but that's all right though. So how can you become a power couple?
And it is possible.
It
You
is very
can
much
be
so.
a power couple.
There is a lot there is not a lot that is required to be a power couple. Though it seems a daunting task, if one is to take one step at a time, it can become quite easy with time and compromise, right? So just remember that whatever you do, learn to appreciate each other and be there for each other. Life is precious and worth living. Live and be happy together.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty simple. And most people are already doing most of these. Just biggest issue is communication.
Mm-hmm.
Communication is the key for everything as a power couple.
Right. And the thing is I have, it's just in recent, since we're kind of doing more things, where we walk into a room and people sense that you're in the room, you change the room.
Right.
They don't change the room, you change the room. And that's kind of a pretty powerful place to be in, honestly. Right. And so use that power very wisely, which we do. We usually keep pretty quiet because a lot of people don't know what to do with us.
Yeah.
I'm serious. And I've seen it. And it's only not, for me, it hasn't been initially, but if we go into a place and that we frequent, it takes me a hot minute to go, they don't know what to do with us, right? They're like, either they avoid us or people come flooding to us. So
a lot of times they come flooding to us.
And it's kind of weird to see.
Especially when you actually know us.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's great because with that, but we want to be able to help people grow in their relationships. We want to be able to help them build a legacy for themselves. We want to be able to do that. So we want to be able to do that. That's what we want to do. We give. And so that being said, we are going to be doing a challenge here in the next few weeks coming up. I don't have the stuff ready yet. We are working on that behind the scenes, but we are going to be doing a challenge.
Yep.
And so be thinking about, who do you know that could benefit from some information, because we will be dealing with a financial element and relationship communication element.
Yep.
And it's little nuggets. It's not going to be the full picture, but it's enough. We want to bring value to the table to help someone. And if you see value in that and it's like, hey, come in, you'll be seeing us talking about a challenge here more often, and starting to be seeing that here in the next few weeks. But this is kind of like a step up, and we're going to really start having some fun, and the challenge is going to be really good.
Yep.
So
And that'll get you some really good out of it and some good insight on yourself and your partner.
Right, because we are going to have, we're actually going to have activities for you to do, action steps to do after each night.
Yep.
And we'll make it printable and everything. We're going to really step it up and have some fun with it. So,
and we might just have a gift at the end of it.
You never know.
Whoever comes on wins, but you have to be there at the whole thing.
You have to be there to do it, right? Yeah. So just some heads up to see what's coming. It's going to be amazing.
Right.
So with that, we'll see you on the next one. Guys, have a blessed week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Have fun.